this all started about almost 10 years ago, I guess it was, when Gold Canyon, which Akiko and I took to its fruition, we basically concluded with a transaction with First, what were they called there? First Finance, I think at the time. Now they're First Mining Gold, sorry, names fly around in my head. Keith Neumeyer's group, okay? They bought us. And we spun out Irving at that time, and Akiko said, well, what do we do now? And I said, Akiko, let's go to Japan. Japan's a great place, lots of gold there. And we did. We went over in July of 2016. She and I took a tour of Japan, looked at a number of opportunities that were brought to us by various parties. And those dots that you see on the map here are the ones that we've basically settled on. Okay, so we've got a really amazing portfolio of gold opportunities, but we have a unique model, and I'm going to talk about that here in a minute. Again, disclaimer, fortunately, our lawyer at Irving's a little less wordy than my lawyer at San Cristobal, so the disclaimer's a little tighter, you know. It's a good, I can say more. That means I can say more, Kiko. All right. So, what are we looking for in Irving? Well, look, you got to understand mining in Japan. It is a gold jurisdiction. It has been for hundreds of years. Japan was actually a very large gold producer and still is. The Hishikari mine produces around 250,000 ounces per year, and that's owned by Sumitomo Metal Mining. Okay, but you also have to understand how the Japanese view gold and treat gold ores. Importantly, instead of milling gold ores in a traditional sense, they use gold ores in Japan, which are typically high in silica. They're epithermal veins. They use them as silica flux in smelters. So you can literally mine silica rock, high silica rock that has gold and silver in it, and you can ship it to any one of many smelters across the country. And you can sell it as a direct product that's utilized in the smelting industry. The gold and the silver are recovered as part of that production stream. So they basically see it come out in the copper matte. Okay, this is an amazing opportunity because it means you don't have to capitalize a mill. You can actually find something and put it into production in relatively straightforward manner. Japan has seen very little exploration in over 30 years. So we are one of just a couple of companies that are truly active in Japan and really doing a job of exploration. Here you can see our shares out, current cap table. Sumitomo and Newmont are both on the register. Again, that relation I've had with Sumitomo for many, many years goes way back, and they're a shareholder. I work for Newmont, again, long-term relation with those guys. That's why they're on their register. They've really helped us, help catalyze the work that we've done in Japan, and we continue to work with them. Here's our team, Akiko at the top, myself, I'm Director Technical Advisor, but we have a first-class team. Some of you in the audience, I'm sure, know Doug Buchanan. He helped build the rail line during the Olympics from the airport into Vancouver. Of course, we have Mackenzie Clugston. Okay, he's recently joined. He was the ambassador of Canada to Japan for many years. Very delighted to have him as well. And look, we have a solid CFO, technical team, Shuichi Miyataki, who's the second one down there on the right-hand side. Shu, I've known for years. He went to the Colorado School of Mines. He worked for JugMec in Japan. Akiko and I have worked with him for eons. Yoshi has joined us recently. Very well-seasoned explorer, knows how to advance projects in Japan, which is really critical. And then Yuki has also been on. She's going to be here. So, all right. Okay, we have the Omu projects in northern Hokkaido. I'm going to watch the time. I'm going to start flying through things. It's about 174 square kilometers. What is it? It's basically a hot spring field where there's multiple deposits, multiple targets that all are silica rich and have gold and silver. Okay, so we started to explore this area with the help of Newmont way back in 2016, 17, 18, in that period, and we've advanced it greatly to the point where we now have an agreement with JX Advanced Materials. Now, most of you might not know who JX Metals is. This is the biggest mining house in Japan. This is not a little deal. This is having the biggest partner in the country, okay? and they are basically focused on building a smelter flux operation with us. We are focused at Omu Center in the short term. We're going to convert that to a mining license. But we also have the Omui mining license, which is down to the south in this image. And that one is actually an existing mining license that also can be advanced fairly quickly. What do we have at Omui? We have a lot of very high-grade veins, but we're also finding from recent drilling that we have a very broad area of silica-rich rock that has appreciable gold and silver that could probably be mined very easily. Basically, it's from grassroots down. Okay, so these high-grade veins, yes, they were the main focus for exploration in the initial days, but we've now started to look at that more broadly as a shallow silica-rich system that has high-grade feeders below it. Okay, at Omu Center, which is near the coast, we have a very large center, basically the hot spring pool, if you will, that extends out from the system with some feeders below. Again, all of these things have veins or cracks in the ground that fed fluids up, and then they form this very large terrace of silica-rich rock that is ideal material for smelter flux. So you can see here we've got a similar setting. Broad-scale drilling. What does this mean? Omu Center. Look at the numbers here. Yeah, these are veins, feeders below, but we also have gold and silver, albeit low grade, 0.5 to 1 gram gold and silver, and also half ounce to ounce silver, gold, and half ounce to ounce silver in the silica. If you can sit there and you can just pick away at silica all day long and put it on a boat and ship it to a smelter, happy days. Okay, the silica contents are incredibly high. Most of them are over 90%. This is ideal stuff for smelter flux. We can also blend it with stuff out of Omui. Where are the smelters? Look at all the smelters across the country. You can't swing a cat without hitting a smelter. That's Akiko's favorite term when they say you can't swing a cat. She does not like abuse to cats. And you'll notice that Irving was named after Akiko's cat. So I'm not trying to be offensive to cats, Akiko, but you can't swing a cat without hitting a smelter in Japan. All right, we have an exploration alliance with Newmont and Sumitomo across Japan. We've actually picked up Yamagano as part of that, and we are drilling there now, okay? This is a joint venture at this stage. We are drilling holes off to the east there where you see there's exploration potential. We've hit some interesting stuff. No home run yet, but getting interesting. Soon we will be drilling holes under the existing Yamagano mines, which date back 400 years. That's where I think the big prize is. We're going to be drilling that soon. Okay, here you can see some of the holes that we've drilled. Have we hit gold? Yes, we've hit up to 46 grams per ton, albeit over a short interval of just 1 meter. But there's gold here, okay? We know there's high grade. This camp, how much production? Probably at least 1 million ounces, maybe 2 million ounces. It's hard to tell because it's historic. Very high grade. It's the blue block that you see there is owned by the Shimatsu family. The Shimatsus have held this thing for eons. They're basically the Rockefellers of Japan, think of them that way. And they cut a deal with us, lowly little Irving. And we are now on the precipice of drilling at Yamagano for the first time in recorded history. I mean, for ages and ages. So it's a remarkable story. Watch this space, I guess. The other area that we're focused on this alliance is Noto Peninsula. We work with Newmont to do stream sediment sampling, identify some remarkable anomalies. We're going to be following up on these this year. These are really grassroots level discoveries, but they're in an area, part of Japan, where we know there's good potential. Exploration plan for this coming year, you can see it here. We're going to work with JX to basically fast track all the work needed at Omu to get it in shape for a smelter flux type scenario. And then at Yamagano, we're going to proceed to hit it hard with Sumitomo and Newmont and drill. All right, there you go. I even finished before the time.